Alright, if you're seeing this video, then this worked. I have never done this before, but I love pumpkin smelling things. I love citrus smelling things, body sprays, shampoos, soaps, everything. I'm going blind here. I don't mean like literally. I mean making this soap. I'm literally doing this blind. I didn't look up a recipe for this. I'm just experimenting because I like to experiment. I took that off the heat. That is a little bit over 100. I'm going to keep it off the heat because it's still pretty hot and I don't want it to get any hotter. This is pumpkin pie filling from a can. I know this is messy because I've got a lot of stuff going on here. I have my regular recipe that I always use, and I just change things out. Okay? I'm going to use, I haven't used this one before, so I don't know what it's going to be like. This is called cassia oil, I guess. It's Chinese cinnamon. It's the only thing that I have that's kind of spicy like what I'm wanting. And I have clove oil. Okay, I'm going to use both of those, and this is probably going to overpower the pumpkin smell, but I don't have anything that's like pumpkin. I went ahead and I mixed a little bit of spices, and this is what I used. I used ground cinnamon, ground ginger, ground cloves, ground nutmeg, and ground allspice. So I've got all of those mixed in here. And what I'm going to do, what I'm going to attempt to do, is separate it once I get the oil to trace. Once I put the lye in, the lye is still too hot, so I can't add that yet. Once I get the soap to trace, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add my oils for the fragrance. And then I'm going to separate it in half and put half over here in the white bowl that I always use when I try to do a double. I'm going to mix the pumpkin in with this batch, and then I'm going to mix the ground spices in this batch. Then, once I've got both of those to trace, I'm going to try to layer it in the mold. I'm only making a very small batch, people, because I don't know if this is going to work. Like I said, I'm in the mood to experiment. I looked up a couple of recipes a while back on pumpkin soap, so I know I pretty much have everything except for the salt and the sugar that they said to add. And I haven't done that. I probably should have, but I re-looked